Jeff, thank you so much again for chatting with me yesterday. Like I said on the phone, I'm going to quickly jump on here and make a short video kind of outlining more about how our system works so that we can make content to make you more money. Of course, by generating leads so that you can try to make those sales. In this video, I'll outline what we call the C2L system. I'll give you some examples so you have a better visualization. And then at the end, I'll also give you a couple of examples and ideas for you to utilize. Whether we work together or not, you'll walk away from this with at least some ideas for content creation if you so choose to make some. Now, of course, content is just one of 4 ways to grow a business, that being content, ads, cold outreach, and referrals. I would assume that you guys do a lot of referral-based work, and also you're maybe doing some cold outreach. Content, of course, has the benefit of being evergreen so that, unlike a radio ad, once it's over, it's over. You have the videos that we've made, you have the content to share, reshare, repost, remix, so on and so forth. I know in person you did some math and you mentioned that it would make sense for this to work if you were able to guarantee 3 to 5 sales per year. Now, I would confidently say if we've got our system up and running and it's working as it should be, we could be seeing at least 1 lead per month, if not more. So let's jump into the system itself. So the C2L system, content to leads, is simply clarity, credibility, and memory. In the first step, clarity, which we definitely want to have before we move on to anything else, is we want to know what we are selling. Now, you mentioned on the phone that you primarily service new build custom homes. That is technically the thing you're selling, but I would argue that what you're actually selling is your construction service, because as far as I understand, you and your team probably oversee and lead the entire site. So what I would say you're actually selling is a stress-free, expedient process of building a home. Who you're selling to, as you said on the phone, is the home buyers themselves. Makes a lot of sense to me. Now, what's more important is how does what you're selling, your service, help them to achieve more wealth, health, or better relationships? Something to be discussed. I have an example here of someone who I think has great clarity, and it's the Honest Carpenter. This guy has 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He is clearly just for honest advice for homeowners and DIYers. I'm sure down the road he's selling classes, or maybe he's selling his own service of being a carpenter, general contractor, or something like that. But it's clear to me that he's using content to generate leads by being an authority that is trusted, and he knows who he's talking to. And the next step here is credibility. A lot of people think credibility in content is like screenshots, testimonials, like numbers. That stuff is important, and that is technically an addition to credibility. But what we've discovered is that knowing and utilizing your unfair advantage in your industry is the clear credibility signer. So you mentioned on the phone, you've got a very thorough planning process, something we should investigate further and figure out how that process is better than anybody else's, and also the attention to affordability. Now, the question would be, how do we utilize that attention and focus to help our ideal client in the clarity section? What does that do to separate us and differentiate us from other builders out there? Once we have those 2 components solidified, then we can talk about memory. The goal with content in general is to have people remember you. You want them to see your stuff, you want them to remember, so that when it's time to make that buying decision, they choose you. There are, of course, multiple platforms. There's YouTube, we can make podcasts, there's Instagram. Knowing which of these platforms we want to go with will dictate what type of rules and sort of frameworks we follow for the actual videos themselves. And then lastly, for memory, we have this metric that we go with, which is 100 videos or 50K views within the first year of content creation. So if you have 100 videos and 50K views, but you're not seeing any sales, then that tells us that there's something broken up top in our clarity or credibility. Something there is not working. If you don't have those videos or views already, then that's where we come in and we help you get to those milestones and hopefully generate leads and make some sales before we hit those 100 videos or 50K views. It's not always guaranteed, but that is our goal always, is to be generating leads as soon as our first few videos start coming out. So it's very important that our videos are built the way they should be to maximize that capability. The Essential Craftsman here is the example I have for this. This guy is like an old grandpa. He is super memorable because he just exudes that like grandpa that knows how to do all things kind of vibe. So our goal, like I said, is to generate leads. I would expect that in the first 3 months, we'd probably see 1 at a minimum. The reason for that low number is because the first month, we're generally spending time trying to figure out what our clarity and our credibility is, really nailing that down before we just start pumping out videos. And then as we go, then the catalog starts building. And then, like I said, the content is evergreen. It's expected to be able to make returns as time continues and theoretically snowball as well. So that one lead in the first 3 months, we of course would expect to see one lead every month and so on and so forth, if not more. And that's basically the whole framework that we use. Before I let you go, I'll share with you 2 of the ideas that I think would work really well for BOEM. So the first idea I was thinking of would be short form content, primarily on like Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube Shorts, where you'd be discussing things like building new versus buying used. This is where we can really utilize, like we talked about, your thought leadership skill set. And you could be talking about community. It would be simple, straightforward, but like really once you've dialed in the clarity and what your message is, this kind of content pushes people right into the funnel really easily because they know who you are. They get to hear your insights and your judgment, and then they know, okay, this is the guy I'm going with. The second type of content would be long form, and there's 2 ways we can go about it. We can make long form videos, or we can make a podcast, using that podcast as like a sponsorship vehicle. So for example, it would be like, welcome to the Construction Nanaimo podcast. This episode is sponsored by construction. You would talk to other industry professionals, maybe talk about community, talk about affordability. You could talk about anything in the realm of what your niche is. And then we would have a secondary clips account that would basically pull clips from the long form, post them there for even further reach. Doing this is also a way that basically builds a referral network, because now you're having these people on as your guests, and then people will know, oh yeah, I know does this, I know these people do this, and it's just building more community. I believe that long form is the strongest way to build an online community, so to say. And the last thing I want to mention is that the only 2 types of content I don't think will work for BOEM is simple video walkthroughs. Like imagine what realtors do where they just, walk through a house awkwardly, just saying what they see. I just don't think that provides value. It's very low trust building. It feels like just a checklist item if you were to have to make content. I would stray from that. The second thing is ads. You don't really have a commodity offering. You're selling a service, right? So I don't think ads is the way to go either, because it just, again, it doesn't build that trust for people to want to pull the trigger for something so monumental. And that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for taking the time. If you have any questions, feel free to text me or call me, and hopefully that was helpful for you.